Here is my complete curly hair routine. It just takes me 15 minutes and all the products I use are budget friendly. Okay, I washed my hair 3 days ago and this is how it looks right now. So before I wash my hair, I always oil it, and you should never forget this step. Growing up in a South Indian household, oiling before wash day was always in my DNA. It's something I grew up watching my mother, my grandmother do, and it's just part of my routine now. And for me, oiling helps protect my scalp and lengths before shampoo. It basically keeps my hair from feeling stripped from moisture or overwashed. So I start by applying oil to my scalp first. Here I'm using a mix of coconut oil and sesame oil. These work really well for me because I have thick hair. If you have fine hair, go for lighter oils or it might weigh your hair down. And you can always choose your hair oil depending on your hair type. Now I am applying it to my scalp section by section. Remember that you don't have to drench your hair with oil because we are not deep frying it. Apply it everywhere on your scalp. My scalp tends to dry because I travel a lot and especially the place I live in has very low humidity. Your lifestyle, your scalp and the place you live in all matters. So don't just copy my routine as it is. Choose your oils and products based on what your hair actually needs. So now I'm done applying oil on my scalp. Now let's go to the lengths. So I'm spreading the oil to my hair lengths. This is a very important part because your hair lengths hold the most products and you also know that it's the oldest part of your hair. And remember that it should be a light coating and oil should not drip from your hair. And if you wash your hair once or twice in a week, just like me, then it's quite normal to lose up to 700 strands per week. It's just accumulated shedding, and this is how much hair I lost after oiling my hair. So, continuing, now you have to massage your scalp for 5 minutes. It's very soothing, it's really important for your scalp to nourish. And do not use your fingernails, use your fingertips. Now I'm done oiling and I just tie my hair up. After oiling, you can leave your hair in a loose bun for up to 40 minutes to 1 hour, but not more than 3 hours. Now that the oil has been sitting for 1 hour, it's wash time. I'll just wet my hair and be right back. Now I'm using Love Beauty Planet's sulfate free shampoo. This shampoo has rice water and angelica seed oil in it. Not at all a promotion, guys. It's a good moisturizing shampoo which stays for 3 months for my hair length and it's really budget friendly. I've taken this much. I took a small amount of the shampoo and directly applied it on my scalp. You can take more and apply it if you require. Gently massage your scalp. Use your fingertips and not your nails because you don't want to strip your hair off. There is no hurry. Take a good 2 to 3 minutes and massage your scalp so that your scalp gets clean. You can take some more shampoo and gently apply it on your lengths as well because your lengths carries oil products and build up from the whole week. That doesn't mean you have to scrub your hair like you're washing clothes. You just have to spread shampoo gently on your hair lengths as well. And once you are done, rinse out everything properly. You don't want any shampoo left in your hair. So now going with the conditioner that has good slip. Again, this is Love Beauty Planet's conditioner which has rice water and angelica seed oil. This conditioner gives my hair great slip, which means the brush just glides off your hair and it makes detangling my hair much easier. So I take this much conditioner first and I spread it nicely. This is called emulsification. And never apply conditioner on the scalp. This is for your hair lengths. Okay, now the reason that conditioner should not be applied to your scalp is that your scalp naturally produces oil, but your hair length doesn't because it is just dead cells. So if you apply conditioner on your scalp, it can cause product buildup, which is not good for your hair, and it can flatten your roots. Now I have applied conditioner everywhere. It is distributed evenly. Now you can take a brush like this and start detangling your hair from the bottom. If you detangle from the top, that's a very bad idea because all the tangles come to the bottom and accumulate here, and then you can see your hair breaking, like breaking off or stripping your hair from the roots. I usually put my hair forward, that is upside down, and style my hair. So I would prefer doing that. If you do this, that is upside down styling, you can see that the hair is spread evenly. Okay, the hair is spread evenly and it's not grouped over one side. So the product can be distributed evenly everywhere. Okay, so now you know that the right time to brush your curly hair is when it's wet and not when it's dry. Wait for 3 to 5 minutes. Let the conditioner sit on your hair so that it softens your curls. I just rinsed out the conditioner now. To remove the excess water, you can either use an old t-shirt or a microfiber towel like this. I prefer using an old cotton t-shirt. Never use cotton towels because that causes friction and increases the frizz in your hair. I've removed excess water and you can see that my curl clumps are already forming. After conditioning your hair, the next step is to apply a leave-in conditioner. Again, I'm using Love Beauty Planet's leave-in conditioner. I just take 2 pumps of it first, like this much product. It covers up almost all of my hair. So first you have to emulsify. Again, this is only for your lengths and never for your scalp. And also an important point to note is that less is more for curly hair. If you just add more product on your curly hair, it can weigh down your curls. Start by applying some product. Make sure you have applied it everywhere on your lengths. You can add some water also if you feel like it is drying off, because these products work best when there is enough water. I won't suggest adding too much water like it is dripping wet, because if it is dripping wet then even the products just drips with it. I have washed my brush also after conditioning my hair. I mostly style my hair upside down because I don't get enough time to style my hair strand by strand. College life. And also I prefer styling upside down because it gives me more volume on my roots and it doesn't make it flat. Another important point is that you have to apply pressure on your comb, keeping your hair on the comb and gently pressing your hair like this. This enhances your curl pattern. Again, I'm doing it section by section. Now I take some part of the hair like this and separate my thick clumps, because thick clumps will make your hair defined, but I would prefer volume with some definition. And then take a wide tooth comb like this and do this so that all the thick clumps are separated. Even at the front, you can see how beautiful clumps are formed. You can apply some water. Okay, now scrunch your hair. Listen to the sound, it is so satisfying, and this is the sign that your hair has enough moisture to absorb the products. And no, you don't rinse your leave-in conditioner because that's what keeps your hair moisturized until the next wash day. Simply scrunch your hair like this. Don't do it harshly like this. Do it softly like this. Shift your hair and then again scrunch it. You can see how beautiful the curls are. Now we are done with oiling, shampooing, conditioning and applying leave-in conditioner. This is the final part of your hair routine, that is applying a gel. I use Bare Anatomy's curly hair gel. Gel is really important if you want definition for your hair. This is the product that locks in everything that you applied on your hair. I'm taking 4 to 5 pumps of it, this much. Emulsify it again. Add 1 to 2 drops of water and then apply it on your hair. This is called praying hands motion. Now you apply, scrunch and leave. This product is also only for your lengths and not for your roots. After applying the gel, you don't do this. You should not do that. What you do is gently shake your head like this After applying gel, you can either take a microfiber towel or an old cotton t-shirt and plop your hair for 15 minutes. This is how you plop your hair. It looks really funny, but after 15 minutes, I'll be removing this. Alright, it's about 15 minutes now, and I'm going to remove the t-shirt after plopping from my hair. So, these are the curls, these are the results. I just shake my hair like this so that it doesn't stick to my scalp, the hair. You can already see the volume over here. My roots are not flattened. Now I take a claw clip like this and take a stretch of hair from here, tilt your head and do this. Now you'll have volume at this part of your hair, and I promise it will really look good. Also, this much is the hair I lost after oiling. That is through shampooing, conditioning, leave-in conditioning and gel. So it's quite normal to lose your hair, guys. You can remove the claw clip after 10 minutes. And after that, to dry your hair, you can either use a diffuser or you can just air dry your hair. I let my hair air dry completely and no touching until it's dry.
One eternity later.
My hair is 100% dry now. It's a little stiff, but that's totally fine because it's gel cast. You don't have to panic. So now we have to break the gel cast. You can take a lightweight oil. This is almond oil. Uh, I take 3 drops of it and apply it on my hair to break the crunch. You can see how bouncy the curls are. And just crunch it like this. You can see a difference on both the sides. Here it's after breaking the gel cast and it has become smooth bouncy curls on this side too. For volume, you can just shake your hair roots like this.
I have linked all the products I used in the description box below in case you want to check it out.
And this is the final result, guys. Ta-da! And this is my curly hair routine. After all this work and you're still thinking if you have to brush your hair? Absolutely not. Appo sheri. Bye.